Dear friends, today's topic is land resource and agriculture. Yesterday we are talking about the land use categories in which we categorize the forest, about barren land and wasteland. The land which may be classified as wasteland such as barren hilly terrain, desert, land, ravines, etc. Another point is cultivable wasteland. Any land which is left fallow or uncultivated for more than 5 years is included as cultivable wasteland. It can be brought under cultivation after the improving it by the reclamation of practices. Next, come to common property resources, which is also known as CPS. It provides the fodder for the livestock and fuel for the household, along with other minor forest products like fruits, nuts, fibers, medicinal plants, etc. In rural areas, this common property resources or this land is a particular relevance for the livelihood of the landless people and marginal farmers and other weaker sections, since many of them depend on income from their livestock due to the fact that they have limited access to the land. They have to devote long hours in collecting fuel and fodder from the degraded areas of the CPR or common property resources. These common property resources also are very important for women as most of the fodder and fuels collection is done by them in rural areas. Now, today's topic is agricultural land use in India. Land resources is very crucial to the livelihood of the people depending on agriculture because agriculture is a purely land-based activities as compared to secondary and tertiary activities. So contribution of land in agriculture output is more compared to its contribution in the output of the other sectors. Thus, lack of access of land is directly correlated with the incidence of poverty in rural areas. Quality of land has a direct bearing on the productivity of agriculture, which is done, which is not true for the other alternatives or other activities. In rural areas, aside from its value as a productive factor, land ownership has also social values and serves as a security for credit, natural hazard, or any life emergency or contingencies, and also adds to the social status. So, for a land scarce but labor abundant country like India, a high cropping intensity is desirable not only for the fuller utilization of land resources but also reducing unemployment in the rural economy. So, cropping intensity is calculated as follows: cropping intensity in percentage, gross cropping area divided by net sown area plus 100. In our country, there are three main seasons of the cropping, and this is especially found in the northern part of the country. These are the Kharif. Kharif season largely coincides with the southwest monsoon, or under which the cultivation of tropical crops such as rice, cotton, jute, jowar, bajra, and tur is possible. Second one is Rabi crop. The Rabi season begins with the onset of winter in October, November, and end in the March and April. The low temperature condition during this season facilitate the cultivation of temperate and subtropical crops like wheat, gram, and mustard. And third one is Jayad crop. The Jayad is the short duration summer cropping season beginning after harvesting Rabi crop. The cultivation of watermelons, cucumbers, vegetables, and fodder crops during this season is done on irrigated land. Now we can come to our next topic, that is types of farming.